hammer for that company man.
Planet M in Montana. I can't speak, I've been driving so much.
My dream changes on the daily, I have to say. It's different every time I wake up.
My dream is we actually move to Vermont.
Yeah,
That's
definitely. Vermont is the dream. No, I want to change a life.
Everybody's happy. We're all doing what we love. We live in this town. My son goes to high school 2 blocks from here. He walks every day after school to the Wave, grabs his board at Strongwater. I'm going here to get the best coffee in town. I mean, come on, look at this weather.
So Missoula, Montana, you're living your dream.
You're in the hip strip right now.
So my dream is to one day have a summer camp located in the mountains that is for young girls and young adult women that are sexual abuse survivors. And I would like to use various forms of art as a form of therapy and healing.
Beautiful. That is a beautiful dream.
One of my dreams is to someday have a little place in the woods.
I'm not rich, but I'm happy.
To be a real Rapunzel princess.
To be a real princess?
My dream is to become a successful painter.
Dream is to be a world-class famous DJ.
I would like to be a poet.
Well, I'm on my way to becoming a wildlife biologist.
I want to figure out ways that humans can utilize their water resources more effectively.
I'm hoping that, there's some kind of a cosmic awareness that occurs to make people responsible for their actions.
Oh, well, that's a great dream.
I mean, because that makes other things possible.
Right now, I think we're living it. We just finished a 7-week holiday, and today we surprisingly found this river to swim in.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, to meet up after 42 years, guys, and you almost died.
3 times.
Not just once, not just twice.
Actually, no, it was more like 4 or 5.
Okay. And now you're sitting here and you're meeting your high school sweetheart. Okay. That's a pretty beautiful dream come true.
My dream is a business that Margaret and I started a couple years ago called Skinagogue.
Dream to give back to education and arts programs with a percentage of all of our profits.
Well, that's what I'm doing. So my film, I'm selling it for $1 across America, and then 50% goes to music programs for kids.
That's awesome.
'Cause
Don't ask for nothing I ain't giving. Don't take
So good. All right, yeah, Doggy Mountain Man, unbelievable. You had triple bypass, you didn't eat. So what dream was a result of that? Any dream came out of that? Or were you in a dream?
Yeah, here's what happened.
Okay, tell us.
Okay, I suddenly was I was in a very solid chair with a middle-sized back, and I was naked and I was thrown around in the chair very fast, and I was sitting like this in the chair, and there had been a light on behind me, but as soon as my chair got spun around, I was naked and laying like this, and this voice behind me said, "Run." So I jumped up and I started to run, and I'm in the dream. I know it's a dream though, but I'm running, and then this voice keeps going faster, 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 and I keep getting this feeling that there are other people or other things that are running right off here. So what happens is I'm running, and then all of a sudden I hear this word jump, and right in front of me is this like a petri dish laid on its side, standing up, and I go flying right through this petri dish and get all this, because I jumped, right, as I was following instructions. And I got all this goop on me, which then formed into like a shell as I was going forward, okay, and I was in a seed. And I'm going real fast, and I hear this voice going, this command going, squeeze your hands, you need to go faster, squeeze your hands. So I'm squeezing my hands, and I'm moving faster. I can feel it, but I can't really tell because I have no reference points. I can't see anything moving. So I think the thought, where am I? And I hear the voice behind me. It says, you're beyond the star corridor.
Okay, so wait. I gotta interrupt you for a minute.
Did that confuse her?
Yeah, well, you know. Okay, 6 days of not eating, and this is the dream. You're
Right.
not declaring your dream. This is the dream you had.
Right.
Okay, and did you really see yourself kind of lift out of your body?
No, I'll finish it off.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm flying through the air with the greatest of ease. I'm not sure, but I know I'm going incredibly fast.
Okay.
But there's no three-dimensional stars. There's no reference points. So I ask. I'm going like and I'm squeezing my hands as hard as I can. It's going faster, 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 faster. And I say, where am I? It says beyond the star corridor. I took that to mean that I was in a place where there was no dimensional interference, so I was allowed to travel without having to hit a planet or a solar system or all this. I was going really fast. All of a sudden, here's the planet Earth. I go straight down, and I'm going to this hospital I'm in, which is one of the finest hospitals in the country. And it was in California. It was in St. Helena.
Okay.
And I am flying through the air like I can't fly. I'm tumbling and rolling.
Okay.
And it's going faster and faster and faster, and all of a sudden I come up on the window to my bedroom. To the room I'm staying in the hospital.
Okay.
Which I had never seen from that angle before.
Okay.
And I go flying through the window. Okay. Now I'm lying on the bed post-op from my 6 days.
Whoa! So you had an out-of-body experience.
I'm 6 days having not eaten.
After death.
Did they say you died?
Well, yeah.
They did.
Well, yeah, but I had AFib too. That was another story.
But wait, okay, so we're doing a documentary on dreams, not actual physical dreams. We're doing on people's dreams.
In the future.
Okay, but I'm really profoundly affected by this. You did go out of your body. And you're alive.
So what happened was, in the end, was that I came through the window at about 25,000 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
I mean, this is where I felt.
Okay, right.
I didn't have a speedometer on me. I couldn't really tell how fast I was going.
But that's how you felt.
I can assure you I was real. Because what happened was I had tubes in my neck, and I had tubes here, and I had tubes everywhere.
Okay.
I was a tubular guy.
Okay.
From the 80s for about 5 minutes. Anyway, I go flipping into my body.
Okay.
And when I did, my body flew out of the bed. All the wires that I had this one on my neck that had to go straight into the blood vessel there,
right.
So that in case
the Highline catheter.
Something. You know about that? Okay. Anyway, so to make a long story even longer, anyway, I rolled out of bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand. I rolled out of bed. Bam! And I was standing up against the wall like this. And there was a nurse that was sitting at the base of my bed.
Okay.
Because I was under 24-hour watch because they figured I was going to croak. And I was just standing there like this, and the nurse looks up at me and goes, "Jesus, what happened to you?" And that was my dream.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like it was a reality. So what having died and come back, what did your dreams for life change? Anything change? Oh, come on. Nothing changed in your life.
Everything changed.
Okay, good.
Because see, in the middle of right after this happened, okay, I had gotten a message, I had gotten a Facebook message from a beautiful woman that I was in love with that I hadn't talked to in 42 years. I was in high school.
No.
She was my sweetheart. And so she got me on Facebook, and I responded to the Facebook thing.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
Totally.
Yeah, because now.
I wasn't looking for him, but there he was.
Are you serious?
So here we're sitting.
He responded. I'm in the hospital, but.
I'm almost dying, but I'll talk to you in a couple weeks. And of course, you don't tell somebody that.
No.
She got all upset.
So wait, when did you guys end up meeting again? After that many years?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay, come on. Don't tell me that's not a dream.
Summer,
there's been communication back and forth on Skype.
Yeah, but come on.
But
okay, where do you live? Here?
Ukiah, California.
Ukiah, California. And do you live here in Missoula, Montana? So he just came from Ukiah, California to see you.
Right.
Okay, is this a dream?
This part of it is, yeah.